Riley Cooper asked, have you ever made a video that made no sense? Absolutely, right here. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ryan or Tewtiy. Those are both the names that I go by. You can call me either one, and I'll probably answer, unless I'm like asleep, then I probably won't answer. And maybe if you really, that's besides the point. Recently, I've hit a goal. I was about to say landmark. That was not the proper word that I was thinking of. I hit a goal that I never thought I would hit, ever. I never thought I'd be able to be here, which is I hit 400,000 subscribers. Thanks to you. Thanks to all of you for helping me and supporting me through over the years. I've been able to get this. When I first started YouTube, my goal was 100 subscribers. Yeah, 100 subscribers. And here we are with 400,000. Wow. And, of course, I'm going to answer some of your questions here today. So let's get this show on the road. Start off the day. Question number 1. Ariel asked, what is your least favorite ice cream? That is a fantastic question. Me personally, I'm not a huge ice cream fan. Like, I like ice cream and I'll have it like every once in a while, but like, that's not like my preferred dessert, I guess. But my least favorite ice cream is probably like something super, super chocolatey. Like, I like chocolate ice cream, but like triple chocolate, chocolatey, chocolate, deluxe chocolate isn't like, I don't know, it's probably what I wouldn't like. I don't know, but there's also some really nasty flavors out there that I don't even know about. So I actually don't know what my least favorite ice cream is. I need to do a video where I taste test all the different ice cream flavors. Question number 2 from Paige. Thanks for the Paige for the question. Okay, this is long, so I can't memorize it, so I'm gonna drag it over here so I can read it. Would you rather have nobody show at your funeral, but everyone at your wedding, or no one at your wedding and everyone at your funeral? That is a fantastic question. Also slightly morbid and sad to think about. I'd probably have everyone at my wedding, but nobody at my funeral. Like, I mean, I'm dead. I don't think I'll care. Like, if you don't show up at my funeral, I'm not gonna care. I'm already dead. Like, I don't think that matters, right? I don't think I want people to show up at my funeral anyways. I don't want people to be sad that I died. I want people to be happy that I died. Like, not in like a yay, he's dead kind of way, but like, oh, he's probably in a better place now. It's kind of, I feel like that's the way I'd have it. Why would I want nobody at my wedding and everyone at my funeral? That just seems, I don't know. I'd rather not have it that way. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Interested to see what you guys think in the comments down below. I don't know. Next question. Question number 3 also comes from Paige, and it goes, she says, if you could be featured in any video game, what would it be and why? Ooh, this is a fantastic question. If I had to be featured in a video game, I'd probably want to be featured in a Bethesda game. Either Fallout or The Elder Scrolls, because I love those games. Probably like The Elder Scrolls. If I could be featured in any video game, I'd want to be featured in Oblivion. The Elder Scrolls, I think that's 4. Elder Scrolls 4. Is it 4 or is it 3? Elder Scrolls 4. Oblivion. That's the one I would want to be featured in, because I love Oblivion. And I don't know. I'd really like to be featured in that game. It'd be super cool. Question 4 comes from John, also known as Barney, and he goes, do you like guacamole? That is a very fantastic question, and to be completely honest, not really. I'm not a huge fan of it. Like, avocados, never been a fan of it. My mom loved them growing up, and she like always eat them, and I'd always try them, and they just seem tasteless to me. They just seem like they don't have any taste. I don't know, they're green, they're ugly, and they're like all mushy, and it's just like, I don't know, not a fan of guacamole, and I don't want to be paying extra on my burrito. Thanks, Chipotle. Please sponsor me. I love Chipotle. I eat way too much Chipotle. Next question. Question number 5 from Caramel Apple, also known as Carmen, one of my moderators. She goes, you are in a zombie apocalypse. Who from the office do you want to be your partner to help keep you alive? Alrighty, so out of everyone in the office, that's obviously going to be Alex, Jerome, Devin, Mitch, Kyle, JP, Ron. I'm gonna go with JP, and the reason I'm gonna go with JP on this one is, one, he's a big guy. Like, he could like put, like, imagine JP at like a riot shield. He could just push through zombies. And also I feel like JP is like the kind of guy who wouldn't leave me to die. in a certain situation. Like, I pick Ron because Ron's a pretty resourceful and smart guy, but if it came down to it, Ron would just throw me to the zombies. I know he would. So I definitely want JP because JP is like a team player. I definitely feel like that. I feel like he's the best fitted for a zombie apocalypse. Also, he has a cool car. Imagine driving through like Atlanta, downtown Atlanta, and like, never mind. Okay, next question. I don't have time for this. M asks, you can design your own music festival. Who would you have perform? Oh, that is a fantastic question. If I had to pick who would perform at a music festival, that's a fantastic question. I would have Hollywood Undead, Breaking Benjamin, Fort Minor, 21 Pilots, and Panic at the Disco. I'd have those 5. There's also I feel like I'll keep it to 5. That's who I'd have perform at my music festival. It'd be a lit music festival. What? And Paige asks, if you had a movie made about your life, who would you want to play your role? Ooh, that's a very, very good question. Let me think about this. Either Morgan Freeman or Martin Freeman. It's one of the Freemans. I'd want a Freeman to play it. Either Morgan Freeman or Martin Freeman. I feel like Morgan Freeman could do my voice. Like, I feel like people tell me I look and sound like Morgan Freeman, but I feel like Martin Freeman could also play me pretty well. Or, I see, but the thing is, like, I say that, but honestly, somebody who would play my character would probably be like, I don't know, like, who's the guy? I don't even remember his name anymore. I don't know. Next question. Question number 8 comes from Ivy, one of our moderators, and goes, if you could have any extinct fantasy animal as a pet, what would it be, why, and what would you name it? I would have to go with, I know it's not really like in the question itself, but I'd go with the owl from the Sword in the Stone, the animated Sword in the Stone. That's what I'd pick for my sidekick. I mean, because like, he's, one, owls are awesome, and 2, he's like a talking, sarcastic owl who's also hilarious. I would love for him to be my sidekick. Or not my sidekick, but you know what I mean. Definitely him. Next question. JP asks, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Definitely the yolk. Diego Chavez, I think is how I pronounce your name, asks, why did you start YouTube? Fantastic question, good sir. Why did I start YouTube? Well, I started YouTube a long time ago because I loved content creation. I started by making fun videos with my best friend Sam at the time. We just ran around with the camera, filming videos. We like filming chase videos, things like where we ran around, making like these running around. It's kind of hard to explain. It's way cooler if you watch it. Not really. It's really embarrassing. I was like 5 at the time. Not really. I was like 10. Never mind. And then I started with animation because I love to do stick figure animations using Pivot animation software, which is a lot of fun at the time. And yeah, I just honestly was doing YouTube because I was bored at the time. And then I took an interest into it and it became a hobby very fast. And I started doing it for fun. And then here I am 5 years later doing it full time. So, yeah. Ariel asks, cake or cookies? This is such a make or break question for me. Well, see, that's the thing, right? What are we talking about, right? Because cake and cookies, they're very like different things, right? Because you could have like a bad cookie and you can have bad cake. There's so many different like cakes and there's so many different cookies. I had such a hard choice, and I get in different moods for each one. But I'd probably pick cake. Because for me to enjoy cookies, I need like cookies and milk and a whole bunch of other things. But I could just like enjoy cake by itself. I don't know, because there's so many different options. You didn't give me enough options. Like, you can't just do cake. You can't just throw a question on somebody like that, right? You can't just do that to a man. I don't know. I'm bamboozled. Next question. Weird Symbols as name, but lion face man asks, if you were not a YouTuber, what would you be doing in your life and why? So my entire life, so there's 2 things, actually. The 2 things that I might be doing. One, you guys might laugh at me, but I'd probably be doing something political. I'd probably be in a political position, such as like a senator or a congressman, vice president, honestly, knowing me, probably the president of the United States, because I love politics. I love talking. I love debating things with people. I love doing things like that. And I think I can make a change. Positive change with what I personally believe. So I'd do that, or which is more likely to happen was I'd be a video game developer, because I love video games. It's a very big passion of mine. I've grown up playing video games, And throughout my years, I've learned everything I need to make my own video games, such as coding, animation, graphic design, storytelling, storyboarding, things like that. And I think I'd like to go into indie game development and try to make my own video games. But those are probably the two things that I'd do if I didn't do YouTube, or if YouTube somehow failed or ended up not working in the future for whatever reason. That's probably what I would do. Next question. Everything is Blue asked, what is your favorite song? My favorite song has to be Where'd You Go by Fort Minor. I don't know why, but that's always been my favorite song. Ever since I was like 10 years old, I always loved that song, and I would always listen to that song all the time. Whenever I'm feeling down or just like upset or for whatever reason, I just listen to that song and I just feel better. I don't know. It's probably, I don't know. I don't know, right? It's a very nostalgic and emotional song for me. So that's probably what my favorite song of all time is. Resner Sterner asks, if you could pineapple a jar, would you tomato a bean? I don't know. Are there potato chips in the oven? Because if there's potato chips in the oven, I might be able to pineapple the jar. But that's the thing. I don't know, right? You have to understand, if the couch is on top of the microwave, then I don't know whether it's not in the kitchen or the oven. Besides, you have to check the thermostat for the temperature of the microwave. Obviously. Elementary. And for the last question, Colby Nelson likes ask, who is your favorite person to live stream with? That's a fantastic question. Don't tell anybody, guys, but my favorite person to live stream with is probably none other than my good friend Ben, also known as Frizzle and Pop. Now, I know we always give him trouble and all that fun stuff, make fun of him all the time, but he's probably the person I enjoy live streaming with the most, because we have a lot in common. We bounce off each other really well, right? We kind of understand what we're saying to each other without really having to say anything, right? And I don't know, I just have a lot of fond memories of streaming with Ben. I remember doing my mega stream where we were up in like 3 in the morning, and we were just laughing hysterically, playing through Minecraft maps, or I don't know. It would definitely be Ben, though. Ben's the most fun to stream with out of everyone from Nice Botcher. I always find myself having a good time with streaming with Ben, unless he's being super nasty, and then he just really annoys me. But of course, I do the same for him all the time anyways, so what can I say? I think that's gonna wrap up the Q&A for today. Thank you so much for everyone who participated. Sorry about it being late. I'm lazy and I didn't film it, so yeah, I'm currently out in Philadelphia right now, so wanted to get this out now, might as well, right? So yeah, thank you so much for everyone who participated. Thank you so much for all the love and support, and hopefully here's to 500,000 subs, or maybe even one day 1 million. I love you guys. You guys make my life complete, honestly. And I will see you all tomorrow with another video. Or like maybe in an hour. Or I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I'm out. Goodbye.